Everyone, welcome to the not live reunion. Unfortunately, Corona, you know how it works. We can't all have a live reunion sometimes. Um,
Oh,
but uh, but if you
why do you think we're
saw
going to
the now,
China?
we still have live enough. We have our audience all still here. If we have enough time, I will open up a couple of questions and stuff like that. Um, but first off, we talked to Liz last time. She was super excited about winning. She said she was cheesing from cheek to cheek, and so congratulations to Liz. You are a second ever female winner. Even last season, I think you said to Hannah at the reunion last season, like, let's go to Disneyland, and then she said this season, let's go to Disney World. So that's a pretty fun exchange there. But first off, we're gonna skip Johnny and go back to him for a sec because I feel like Joseph has probably been expecting a question like this for a long time. Um,
Oh, what? Okay.
oh, Joseph, so you won Final Immunity, right?
Yes, sir.
And you brought the person who ended up winning. Do
Correct.
you regret that decision?
100%.
Okay, so we don't have all of the jury here,
Oh my
but
god, don't do this to me, Kyle.
but let's say so. Liz is now on jury. Changa, because not saying Liz would have 100% lost, but Liz even said herself she doesn't feel comfortable in fire making. Let's say who would you have put in? Or I mean, it doesn't really matter. But let's say Johnny or Changa, they beat Liz. Liz goes to that fourth place. Changa's in the final three. For the people on jury, including now Liz, punch in the air if you vote Joseph. Okay,
Yikes.
so that's one person
Fuck.
actually. Um,
My bad.
okay, so for the
Oh,
people
no.
here, vote punch in the air if you vote Johnny.
Oh, fuck.
That's already that's not everyone, but that is already four people. And then lastly, who if you vote Changa, punch in the air. That's nobody. Okay, so
Well,
what we see is your decision might not have potentially
Mattered.
changed your outcome, but it definitely changed Johnny's outcome, which takes us to Johnny. If you win that Final Four immunity, what do you do?
Final Four immunity. Well, I probably would have set Joseph and Liz against each other in fire making.
All right, so presumably Joseph wins. So Johnny, losing that last immunity, that's a big one. How do you feel about this? Was your second Survivor you ever played, right?
Yeah,
How does it
that's
feel
correct.
that you played like people didn't see it, and I know you were really tired, so you didn't have like the best Final Tribal Council experience or performance that you could have, but you played a phenomenal game. You won 3 immunities, and you were in the middle a lot of the time, and were correct on every vote and never got voted. How do you feel about the outcome for you?
Oh, I'm very happy with how I played. I mean, I've learnt a lot, and I feel like I played well, showed myself well. Yeah, I don't regret anything I did in this game.
And Joseph, I know I kind of picked on you there for a sec to prove the point, but I want to ask you too, because you came in and you did exactly what you wanted to do. You told us coming in you wanted to be the funny guy, and you played a tuba the entire time. You made everyone laugh, and no one wanted to vote you until it was too late, and you had so much control. You had basically everyone on your side.
Mm.
And I think you did play a phenomenal game, but you did end up coming short, tying for second. How do you feel about the way your game turned out?
I mean, I think the biggest thing that I learned from that is that perception of the people in the game are different than perception of the jury. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I don't know. I mean, I'm glad the way it ended up happening. Like, I had a good time watching the season, good time playing the season. I've made many friends here of the people on the jury and my fellow finalists. So, I mean, and like in the long run, I won't regret it.
For sure. Well, it was very great. No matter what, congratulations to all three of you for making Final Three. That is a big feat, especially in a season that had this high caliber of players. So congratulations on that. Moving down the line, we actually we are missing Drew in there, but we have three of our UHC boys back to back to back right now. Two of them play by each other's side, but Changa, you wanted them out the entire game. Talk to me about why you were clearly the person who wanted Bobby gone more than anyone has probably ever wanted someone gone that I've ever seen. What what is your past with Bobby that has made you want him gone this bad?
Okay, so when I first like came and started playing, I saw Bobley. I'm like, okay, sweet, somebody that I know maybe in the future I can work with. And then come the merge, I see that he like starts winning immunities, and I start getting flashbacks because nobody here gets these flashbacks. Maybe Hunter, but in a different season that we didn't play together, but I saw him play. He won 9 immunities in the merge, and as soon as I saw him win like 2 or 3, I got completely worried about that. That was not something I wanted to deal with. So I guess I just started targeting them, putting a target on their back. So maybe they could be the shield for me. I guess it worked out for a while because they still trusted me. I don't know why I didn't get back to them so quicker, but I guess that's the reason I targeted them so early on.
It was impressive. You played. There were two distinct sides, and there are many conversations as proof that are like we got Chonga on both sides. So it's very impressive. I think you probably played the middle unsuspectedly the best because both sides at least had a couple people vouching for you, and so that was impressive. Um, Bobby, I think the main thing I have to ask you is, do you regret anything about the way you played? Because you played arguably the biggest game in the entire series. You were probably your name is probably mentioned more than any name in the entire series. Not even just voting, just in conversation. Almost every conversation at final 7, 6, and 5 was how do we get out Bobby. Do you like being the big threat, or do you feel like there's something you want to change about your game?
Uh, if there's one thing to change, it's don't come out swinging right away. I uh, I don't know. I think I like the way I play actually. No, I'm staying with how I played from here on out. Fifth
Well,
place club all the way.
well, I love it. I can assure you that a lot of people love the way you played, and although it might not have got you the win this season, you are. I guess just think about it this way: if Johnny, being a absolute god at piston mazes, which this was, I will say, the second I got to the piston maze, I knew Bobby was going home because Johnny has built a few of my piston mazes, and he is a absolute puzzle master. And so I was like, unless Bobby pulls something out of his ass, then he's going home. But let's say it's something else that you do win. You are very very skilled in Minecraft, as we know. You probably win fire making against anyone there. How does it feel that you were just one immunity away from potentially being in the final three?
It sucks, but hey, sometimes you gotta play with the hand you're dealt.
Amen.
And this hand wasn't mine. Maybe another one will be though.
Amen. Uh, Hunter, a lot of people have been talking about you kind of as like a fallen angel. Uh, you had Bobby's back no matter what. You could have left him in the dust no matter what, and probably potentially gotten further. But you stuck by his side, and at the end of the day, you gave him what is now the very controversial, at least amongst part of the jury, the two hidden immunity crown pieces that you found by yourself. Can you explain what kind of like bond you and Bobby had that led you to kind of being ride or dies together?
So, I think I've known Bobby for like 5 years. So we came into this game with like a long friendship. And so, I don't know, it's just like during the game, he was the only one talking to me. And so, with that past friendship and him being my only ally, I just could never backstab him that whole entire game. And if I couldn't win, I had to make sure he could win.
For sure. And I'll go ahead and ask you this since Kirby's not here, and I'm assuming he would just laugh it off because Kirby's just that lovable kind of soul. But episode 1, you get on your tribe. Kirby says, "Hey Hunter, I know that guy," and you expressed a lot of frustration towards that. Do you feel like that was kind of the snowball that led to the kind of being grouped together as a UHC alliance, even though it might not have been a thing because like Chonka got out of it?
I don't think so necessarily. I just felt like it was a really bad move for Kirby to do that. I've never actually talked to Kirby though before this, so I didn't really know him that well, so I didn't expect him to do something like that, you know?
Sure. Moving down the line, we gotta talk to the rat of the hour, JV. Obviously, the topic of the situation has to be the Tim blindside. Do you regret going for the big move to take out Tim?
Of course he doesn't.
Shut your fucking mouth. Yes, of course I do. I'm single-handedly unraveled my game. Probably ruined any chance of some people trusting me in the future. Kind of lucking into it. Yeah, not as proud of it as I was in the moment.
Yeah, JP, your game definitely was a series of unfortunate events, to say the least. I don't know if I've ever had this much of a misfortunate character kind of story arc, because you start off strong and you have alliances, and then Bobby and Hunter kind of like just whisper in your ear kind of just led to an onslaught. They threw Ethan under the bus, who if Ethan were here I'd talk to him about it, but they made up lies about Ethan and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, everyone knows JP is a really funny guy, and I think you came out and you did what you planned to do. I know you talked in our interview before the season even started, before you were cast, that the biggest thing about players is that they get big move-itis. And you talked to me many times about how you were like, I can't believe I did that every day. I succumb to the own thing that I hate.
We love irony.
The irony. But JP, I hope you had a good time playing. I know you've probably been bashed on the most out of the entire thing, by whether that's Liz or Bobby or Tim or Chonga, or really a lot of people were like, JP's an idiot. But I want you to know.
Hey, the day of, Tim was too drunk to bash on me.
But JP, I want you to know that you were an incredible cast member, and it was very, very fun to have you. And I hope you had a great time as well.
Yeah, thanks for I had fun. Even though I seem like I'm not super thrilled about how I did, I still had fun, and I get to be in the 7th place club with icons like Vision, Korkager, Danny.
Oh yeah, that is a great club. All right, moving down to Tim, the man of the hour. You ended up getting 9th place, and you ended up getting top 6 in confessionals, top 5 or 6. You had 24 confessionals, which a lot of people are starting to look at edgics and stuff, so they realize that. So you're be what we consider like a fallen angel of the season. Do you feel like your time let's see, how do I want to word this? So at the beginning of the season, your first confessional that is aired is, this is hopefully going to be my last time. I want to come out and do what I'm going to do, and I want to win it. Do you feel like you came and accomplished what you set out to do?
Absolutely. I think compared to the last time I played one of these big games, I think we all know what we're talking about. I left with a feeling of not having done myself proud in a way, and having done and said things that aren't what truly represent me. I can look back on this and seriously say that I've been very grateful and happy to look back, and to be proud to show this potentially my daughter when she's older, and my wife was looking along with me every episode. It's stupid because it's a Minecraft game, but it meant a lot to me to be finally able to say I'm proud of what I did this time. I'm so happy to have helped you do this season. So it's yes, in words, yes, I do really feel happy, and I do think I set out to do what I wanted to do, and I did it, and I wouldn't have done it any other way. I'd do it again in the heartbeat too.
Tim, I love you.
You talking about Andrew's big brother with the show you run?
Well, Tim, you are a universal fan favorite. You definitely had the most uproar of when you got voted out. You definitely had the most like heartbroken fans for sure. So you definitely have left your mark on this series in a way that a lot of people don't, especially with not even getting through halfway the game. The way that you have left a mark like this was very incredible. You played an idol. You were a big character. You had tons of confessionals, and I hope we have you back again. And of course, just a quick shout out. Tim did build the map that was shown in the trailer for season 8. So of course he's still around and he's still helping like a absolute. We have other people who aren't here like Drew, Andrew, Kirby, Ethan, Punjabi, who everyone knows and loves. Everyone wants Punjabi to be here, but unfortunately he can't be here. And Ella. But last up, we do have Robster, who stayed the entire time of the jury, basically. And I want to thank you for sure for putting the amount of commitment that you did into it. But
thank you.
I think a question I want to ask you is,
sure,
you came into the season really excited, and you had what seemed like a very good like grasp. Like you're fairly close to Andrew. You know Andrew fairly well, and you and a couple people like Liz
and
came,
Tim. I'm, like,
and Tim and other people like that came together to take him out. Do you feel like you put, because after that, that kind of put a target on your back. Do you feel like you came out swinging a little too early with the Andrew vote?
Looking back, probably, yeah, because if I would have worked together with Andrew, then I would probably worked with him, but to keep myself safe going on, I had to vote with the majority, because if I would have voted with the minority, I would probably have been targeted out. So, and fun fact for people I don't know realize, but after the Ethan vote out, my power cut out, and someone had to biohack me for, I think, one scene. Yeah. I don't know, people didn't realize it, but my power did cut out, so I was lucky enough to get voted out before that happened. So
right, but no, it was great having you.
It was a pleasure being part of this season. It was a fun time. I wasn't gonna be upset or anything like that. I had a blast being part of this season's cast. Truly, this was an awesome season to be a part of.
For sure. And I know you didn't get to make it too far, but in the first 4 episodes, the amount of people that love Robster was you got a lot of support. So you had a lot of fans, as a lot of people did. But with that, that's going to kind of we have time if like 1 or 2 people want to ask a question from the audience. If you just want to like say "I" in chat, but then if not. All right, Kid Moto.
Oh fuck! I didn't realize I was muted. Okay, Kyle, thank you for allowing me to be here. I've been having a real good time hanging out with everybody. JP, I just wanted to ask you a quick question. It was referenced earlier by Kyle, but has some of the teasing and the name calling gotten to you at all, or are you genuinely, happy with how things went this season? I'll take my answer in the seat.
I mean, like, I'd be lying if I said I was happy with how I did, but like, it's not gonna get to me. Like, I can separate it from like, actual like, affecting me emotionally. Like, it sucks, but it's like just a game.
Yeah, JP's actually my really good friend. I don't actually.
Yeah, I don't hold anything against I don't hold anything that anyone said in this game against them. Like, I'm good friends with a lot of people on this cast. Like, I don't hold any ill will to anyone for anything that anyone said.
For sure. We'll just kind of go down the line because we have probably looks like 5 or 6, and we'll probably get to those. Next up, we have Jay. What would you like to ask?
My question is for Robster and Johnny, both of you. How did you get to be so amazing, both of you? Robster, I'll take your answer first.
Oh, where did I start? Oof.
It all started the day I was born.
Johnny, you wanna Fill in the 7 first.
Alright, can you guys hear? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Because my Minecraft and Discord has just crashed,
Oh no.
but I seem to still be connected to the call.
Okay.
Oh
Um,
jeez.
No, yeah. My question is actually for Landslide. How does it feel that your brother won the game before you did?
He's not here.
What?
Oh, he's here.
Wait,
He's here.
Landslide?
What's up?
Yeah, Landslide. Landslide roster's
Like
brother,
versus
Landslide 88.
Nah, yeah.
People, Jason is starting to say that Landslide and I look alike because our skins look a little bit similar.
No,
Don't-
Why you
Wait,
denying
wait,
it?
why don't we bring Landslide up? Can we bring
Are,
Landslide
are
up
you
here?
are you not proud to be my brother?
I don't care if you hey, we're brothers in Minecraft. I don't give a damn about it.
Look at how
big
Yeah.
If we're gonna talk brothers, right?
Oh my god. Tim, good boy. Tim, good boy.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. I am honestly so proud of you for getting. And I'm not speaking out of turn, but
You got a Punjabi
Like,
head on.
oh, I got a Punjabi. Oh, I'm so happy. Honestly, like getting second boot in Kinabalu to seeing my brother get on production for season 6, and then of the skin of things, and then just suddenly getting onto the cast, and then suddenly making it all the way to final 3 and getting a vote. Like, you got a vote as well. Like, I mean, I don't care if you didn't get those at 9 other votes. Like, you got a vote, and someone like Changa thought you deserved the win. And honestly, that's really good. That's honestly that's as good as I could have asked for. See you playing on the season and do really well. So great job, Johnny.
Wow,
You're officially best survivor.
Aw, that was great.
That was
We're
the
gonna
cutest
go
thing I've
on
ever
to
seen.
the next question. But yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, Tim is Johnny's brother. Tim was on season 5. He's been on production ever since. He was Tim in season 5 got out second and stayed the entire time. And his dedication got him there. He was building the season.
Tim is a legend.
Johnny looked over one day and was like, "I want to do that." Doesn't really know much about Survivor. Comes on and his brother got second boot. The big Survivor fan got second boot, and Johnny came in and got second overall. So it's kind of shows what you can do on Survivor. It doesn't matter how much you've watched. It doesn't matter how big of a fan you are. This game's hard to win, but it's you can do it. And Johnny got so close. All right, so we're gonna go on to Neptune. Is next.
Yeah! Alright.
6. Rocked out.
Alright. Rocked out. Alright, so unfortunately none of you had the privilege to be rocked out, which is sad. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I am an elite group. But anyways, so my question is actually for Bobby. So I loved your physical game. I thought, being pretty much the most dominant physical player in the season, my question is really, moving forward, if you were to play again, what would you do differently? Would you try to, I guess, hide your physical game, or would you just try and go all out and try and actually win, just every immunity, like an Aussie would?
That sounds fun, but there's more to Survivor than just winning the Minecraft challenges. Probably working on my social bonds, because that's what costed me in the end. Because I only really had a bond with Hunter when Tim got voted out, and then I saved Hunter for one more vote, and then he was gone, and then it was a 6v1. So if I had a social connection with one or two more people, I think probably the only thing that I would have changed.
All right. Well done to you. You played really well. So I want you to keep your head held up high because you played really well. But congratulations, Liz. You deserved it. Well done.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go sleep now.
Bye, Nappy.
All right. Before we go on, I just want to say, quick nod. We got Asher, another player rocked down.
Rocks.
I don't remember everyone who said I. I know Red said I next. So if Red wants to go ahead and ask a question, then you can go for it, and then we'll have like one or two more, and then we're gonna get to the fan favorite vote.
Oh shit! I forgot I did this. So my question's to Timmy. We see in your boot episode that Bobby says that to your face that you're potentially catching votes here, and you decide not to play your idol. We see in the episode that like Liz kind of says, "Oh, you're not going home here" or anything. What made you ultimately decide not to play the idol?
Well, one, I think a big factor in these game shows, as everyone knows, is that I played them almost absolutely intoxicated the entire thing throughout. So that always happens.
Yeah.
What a guy.
But actually, like the real answer to that is, I think you can't make the episode like 2 hours long. All the conversation I had with everyone, with Bobby, even I really did see Bobby as someone I could like fully trust. All the conversation I had with him, with Joseph, with everyone, they made me feel so absolutely comfortable. And I have to completely admit, I got completely outplayed. I was convinced I wasn't getting that many votes. It just crept away in my mind, and I kept it. And it's probably the thing that haunts me the most.
Alright. Oh, big shout out to Bobby and Hunter as a fellow UHD player. Big props to both of you. So you guys did great. I really enjoyed cheering for both of you in the season. So thank you.
All right, let's get Asher, and then looks like.
Someone gave me a rock.
Yeah,
Who's
Infonox wanted the question too.
Yeah, Infonox said the question that Red just asked was his question. So we'll have Asher, and we'll have Bayback says he has a question, and we might do one more after that, but then we'll be going to the fan favorite vote.
Okay, well, first, congratulations, everyone. It was so much fun to watch you all. And Liz, I have a crown for you that someone gave me.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
And my
I'll
question
take
is
that.
actually to you, Liz. I would just like to know if you and Hannah are planning to go to Disney World after the pandemic.
Yes, me and Hannah will be taking our honeymoon to Disney World. Yeah, it's a capstone to, both being the female winners of Kyle's Minecraft Survivors, so I think it'll be a fun trip.
Okay, well, congratulations on winning.
Fantastic. All right, let's get Bayback, and then I
yes.
think we'll we'll get to the vote after that.
Upside down fellow.
Ooh,
My
should I get on
Maca.
the stage? Ooh, don't mind the mask and being COVID safe. I could ask a question to all of you and get you to say a name and have one of those fun things, but nah. This question is specifically for Joseph, Liz, Drew isn't here, Ethan, I think he's not here, and Robster and Andrew, but he's not here. Why did you vote Punjabi out?
Yeah, I said
what the
Thanks.
What the fuck?
Asking the
Did
real
you not see in the
questions
edit
here.
how I clearly said I didn't want to vote out Punjabi?
In the beginning,
It's not good enough. Why did you?
I was considering going with Joseph because I knew Joseph didn't want to vote up Punjabi, but I thought I was afraid of his social connections because people liked him. He was the funny guy. He was running around, and he just I had no idea where his head was at or if he was telling the truth about being on the bottom of his old tribe. So I figured he was more of a liability than an asset at the moment. Yeah, but I do love him. He's a great person.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You get the lapis seal of approval.
Yeah, that was a production mistake. I actually didn't vote for Punjabi.
Well,
Bro. If you don't mind, I'll have a more real question, if you don't mind.
Okay, go for it.
I'm not sure if this will take too long, but like, to everyone, who would you most like to see of everyone else in the cast, not including yourself? Who would you like to see? Who do you think deserves a second chance the most?
Chonga.
I cannot say this.
I would probably say either Changa or JP, in my opinion.
I think I'd have to say Joseph or JP.
I think Johnny deserves it. Johnny and Chonga. That's my picks.
Bobby and Johnny, actually. That was my.
I'd probably say Ethan and Bobby.
I'd say Bobby, and honest to God, if she's up for it, ask Ella.
Yes, Ella.
I guess Ethan's a very strong player. I feel bad for the way that Tim left. And I feel bad. I feel like Joseph, had he explained himself better, could have done a little bit better in the end. So bring him back too.
Notice how none of them said Punjabi.
Yeah, that's kinda crazy.
Look at how none of them said Robster.
Bring Punjabi back.
Big Punjabi fans. He's not the second chance we deserve. He's the second chance we need. Okay.
Yeah.
No, they said second chances. Punjabi's for all stars.
Are you telling me that Punjabi on this
you-
season wasn't everything you wanted and more?
All right. Well, before we end off, we do have fan favorite vote. I have been waiting to completely tally the votes until
Just give it to Punjabi.
right now. So
Robster. It's Robster. Robster won.
all right, so we got a total of 210 votes.
Holy shit!
That's a lot.
Damn.
Which is the most we've ever gotten. And I will be calling up the top 4.
Wow.
So in the top 4, we have Punjabi, who is not here right now. We have Liz. Do you want to say that? We have Tim. And
Yeah,
lastly,
Tim.
we have Bobby.
Bobby, my
All
two
right.
favorite boys.
So Punjabi's not here, but that's fine. So in 4th, or I should say tied for 3rd, with 20 votes each, we have Tim and Liz.
Damn.
Together as always.
And we have Bobby versus Punjabi, who's not here. And with a whopping 30 votes, 7 more than second place, Bobby is your fan favorite for the season. So congratulations, Bobby.
Let's go, Bob. Way to go, dude.
Bobby, before we end things, just wanna. Did you expect that as kind of a loud villain, definitely antagonist of the season, did you expect to get a title like fan favorite?
No. I thought I was kind of a dick coming into it, and my confidence grew, and then I don't know. I guess people love rooting for an underdog sometimes.
All right. Well, with that, Bobby does join a pretty great group of people. That's our it's like our 3rd or 4th or like fifth placer to get it. It's Bobby, Sting, Chris from season 2. We have there's maybe 1 or 2 more.
Chaos Coco.
Coco didn't get 5th.
Jack in the Arctic.
Jack did not get fan favorite. But we have a good amount of 5th placers. 5th placers are a pretty good placement, it seems like, when it comes to fan favorites. But with that, unless we have anything else to add, thank you so much for everyone in the audience for coming out. In season 5, we had literally Tim and Hannah in the audience. Season 6, we had like 8 or 9, and this season we have like 30 or something. So it's just it keeps going up. Literally in our Discord call right now, there's like 45 people or 40 people or something like that. So it's pretty crazy. So thank you all so much for coming. Season 8 will be coming soon. I can't say exactly when because school's happening. I got work and everything like that. But hopefully very soon, we will have next season up and running. It's 18 people. That is a behemoth of a season. But we're going to get ready for it. And I'm super excited to show everyone. To everyone from Season 7, thank you all so much for playing. I know I hounded a couple of you for confessionals and stuff like that throughout the season. But thank you all for putting up with me for this much time. And thank you so much for making this season what is probably my favorite season I've ever hosted. I had such a great time with it, and that's because of you guys. So thank you so much. And with that, goodbye, Season 7.
Good job, guys.
We see the trailer.
Yeah.
Wait, is that it? You're lagging up the